hello.
Company halt, to the right, face. Cornet, folks, colors.
Distinguished guests, fellow company Minutemen, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Bedford Minuteman Company, we bid you welcome to celebrate our 61st annual Change of Command ceremony. As honorary commander of the Bedford Minuteman Company, I now ask Acting Captain James Ringwood to begin our program.
Good evening, everyone. Again, our 61st ceremony. It's a little different tonight. We have a number of members who have been elected to positions who, unfortunately, due to business or personal issues, are unable to attend. But we'll work through it so that we, as a group, can celebrate Emily's well-deserved award. So we shall start with the position of captain. This year, elected captain is Chuck Hackala. Unfortunately, Chuck is dealing with a personal issue and was unable to join us. Normally, we would present him with the company sword and all, but we shall do so at a future date. We'll now install the other elected officers. First would be First Lieutenant. The First Lieutenant serves as temporary captain during the absence of the captain, which is actually what I'm doing for the last time tonight, and serves as the MC at pole capping. You may all be seated. Isn't that better? So elected to the rank of First Lieutenant is Jim McGinn. Elected as Second Lieutenant Adjutant. The Second Lieutenant Adjutant notifies all members of musters and meetings, records and keeps permanent minutes of meetings, and handles company correspondence. Elected to the rank of Second Lieutenant Adjutant, Roy Crane. Our next office is Cornet. The Cornet is the keeper and bearer of the Bedford flag. The Cornet carries the flag in all parades and leads the Concord parades at Miriam's Corner and on Patriots' Day. Elected to the rank of Cornet, Mark Bailey. Next, Sergeant Major. The Sergeant Major commands the musketmen and ensures that they are properly drilled and that their muskets are in safe working order. Elected to the rank of Sergeant Major, Aubrey Jaffer. Sergeant Quartermaster. The Sergeant Quartermaster is the custodian of the company property, issues proper colonial attire, procures items to sell, and maintains a record of the inventory. Elected to the rank of Sergeant Quartermaster, Jeanette Pothier. You can too. Lastly, and we will not need to have commissions here, is the Executive Board. The Executive Board, along with the captain, guides the company. Members of the Executive Board are past captains themselves. Elected to the Executive Board for the coming year, former captains Peter Secor and James Ringwood. So, Peter, would you care to come forward? He just got back from a business trip. This is not the latest in colonial year. I'll take one for myself. So that ends our change of command ceremony. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to wait while we delay the ceremony for Emily Mitchell. And as a company, we wish to congratulate her on her achievement. Thank you. Present company, attention. To the right, face. Actually, I am supposed to inspect. Bedford Company, slide the left wheel to the front, march.
Okay, enough with the suspense. Bedford's 47th Citizen of the Year is Emily Mitchell. Woo! Born and raised in Western Illinois, Emily Mitchell moved to the East Coast for college in 1993 and never really left. After a brief stint in New York, she and her husband, John, moved to Bedford in 2001. Their daughter and son attend the University of Pittsburgh and the University of California at Berkeley, respectively. Emily holds a bachelor's degree in English from Harvard, a master's in secondary English education from Syracuse, and an MBA from Babson. Her professional background is in children's publishing, first as an editor, and now as a literary agent. Emily served on the board of Patrons of Music Students for 10 years and was its president for 3 years. She was also the primary parent coordinator for both the middle and high school musicals for 9 years, organizing volunteers, providing support at rehearsals, and managing fundraising events and publicity. She has been deeply involved with St. Paul's Episcopal Church since moving to Bedford. She initiated and has coordinated multiple youth trips with the Appalachia Service Project, where teens perform home repair and construction for people living in rural poverty. She served for 20-plus years as a high school youth leader and 7 years as a vestry warden. She sings in the adult choir, handles publicity and other duties for the annual Advent Fair, coordinates the St. Paul's booth for Bedford Pride, and is the current co-chair of the Rector Search Committee. In 2016, Emily was elected a trustee of the Bedford Public Bedford Free Public Library and served as its chair in 2018 to 2019. She worked locally on the Yes on 3 ballot question campaign in 2018 in collaboration with Bedford Embraces Diversity and the Violence Prevention Coalition. She was elected to the Select Board in 2019, serving 2 terms, including a stint as chair in 2022 to 2023. Her liaison assignments included the Library Trustees, HVAC, the Cultural Council, Disability Commission, and Fire Station Building Committee. Emily was also a founding board member of the Bedford Citizen and a former board member of the Bedford Center for the Arts. Wow. So I think that's deserving of something, including the presentation of some pretty lovely gifts here, which I'm going to read them all before I invite Emily to come up. This is what we call swag, and it's from, amongst others, Bedford TV, Bedford Public Schools Department of the Performing Arts, Crafted Together, Five Guys. That one you could probably sell afterwards. At no discount, yes, absolutely. Hanscom Federal Credit Union, Jersey Mike's, Panera Bread, Patrons of Music Students, Red Heat Tavern, St. Paul's Episcopal Church, and Bedford Florist. So, Emily, if you would come to the podium and join me, because we're going to put you on the spot. In appreciation of her generous contributions to the Bedford community across many decades, and her roles, Emily Mitchell is awarded the distinguished honor of being named Citizen of the Year for 2025. So at this point, I think Emily, it says, may wish to say a few words. So please do, Emily. And now,
Thank you all for coming tonight. It really means a lot to me to see so many people from so many different realms of my life here this evening. When I heard that I had been selected as this year's Citizen of the Year, and Betsy can attest to this, my initial reaction was shock and a little confusion. Looking at the roster of previous recipients, I am humbled and deeply honored to think that my name would be listed alongside such local luminaries as Sharon McDonald, Julie Turner, Mike Rosenberg, Sarah Dorr, Betsy Anderson, so many of you who are here tonight. I confess that to my inner Midwestern Swedish Lutheran heart, it is also a little mortifying. I was raised with the understanding that you do the work because the work needs doing, not because you're after personal gain or, God forbid, attention. That's not the point. Fortunately for all of us, Bedford is full of people who do the work because the work needs doing. As I constantly reminded my now adult children when they were growing up here, we live in community. We don't do anything alone, even if we wish sometimes we could. And we're responsible for looking out for each other. We do that well here in Bedford. The energies that I've been able to offer are the things that mean the most to me. Our library, St. Paul's, our school performing arts departments, our town government have been a gift. And I thank you all for the opportunity to do the work for and with my neighbors. Thank you.
It's almost over. I should have added a few things when I spoke about Emily. When I joined the Select Board, she was very generous with her knowledge. Even before being on the Select Board, when I was on the Finance Committee, I was a recipient of a surprise bag of candy for something that you were lauding me for. So, yeah, so, I just think that's just a neat personal thing that she does, and thank you for that. I appreciated that then and now. Okay, so with that, thank you everyone for coming. And Emily, we're going to spring this on you. She is now available to receive your individual greetings and congratulations. So, sorry about that. Thank you, Emily, for the gift. Have at it.